Hey everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Reviews. I'm your host Azzy, and with me as always is my boy Roy. And tonight we're going to be talking about the latest episode of The Last of Us, Left Behind, episode 7, Left Behind.
Perfect. I was like, they better get this episode title right.
Yeah. This episode picks up almost immediately where we left off with episode 6, where Joel has collapsed and Ellie is very much on her own, and we get a quick cut as and I like the a bit of the attention to detail. You could actually see the path leading up to this abandoned home that Ellie had dragged Joel on like a sleeping bag in order to get to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And she situates him in the basement, it appears like.
Hold on.
And
hold on. They forgot one detail. How the fuck did she get him downstairs?
Yeah, no, I was about to get to that. I was going to get to that. It's like he's in the basement. It's like hell. I mean, I'm not sure. But it could be that he was at least capable of, like, with assistance, walking down if he was conscious. To which he was conscious when we pick up with him on the floor in the basement, but he tells her to leave, to abandon him, very much sure that the wound that he sustained at the end of episode 6 was going to be fatal. And just as Ellie grabs the doorknob of the basement and is going to leave, we snap back in time to
Gotta go back
the Ellie of the past. Yes. Walkman in hand, as we get to experience the prequel to The Last of Us, what was DLC that came out for the game way later. So, as per usual, that was essentially a tiny little summary. We're not really going to go into spoilers just yet, but above all, how'd you feel about this as an adaptation of that iconic DLC?
Jonathan, Azzy, let me tell you something. This was a perfect goddamn adaptation to the Left Behind DLC. This was a flawless execution of how you do a video game adaptation to TV/film. And not only that, the performance was great. The set design was perfect. Sound design.
The set design was amazing.
I could go in, like, I can literally look at that and be like, yes, that's is how a mall used to look. Yep. Got the Macy's in the background. Even when they were on this carousel, I was like, yep, a GameStop in the background there. They got a CVS. They got fucking A&W, root beer signs and everything. They went on. They went all out.
How much did they had to pay for Subway for the rights to have fucked up Subway in the background?
Well, first of all, my only thing is when I saw the GameStop sign, I was like, yeah, the best I could do is like $1.50 or something shit like on there for the trade value. Yeah. I was like, I hope they don't go into the GameStop for the arcade, and luckily, yeah, they had the arcade in there. We'll talk more in spoilers talk for that, but yeah, overall, this episode, perfect 10.
Damn.
I'm going
immediately jumping to it.
I'm going perfect 10.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. We had Riley being played by one Mrs. Storm Reed, and I think she did an excellent job.
Where's she? I've seen her before. Where have she played in something else that I've seen her in?
Storm Reed. Let's see. She was oh my god. Yeah. She was in A Wrinkle of Time. A Wrinkle in Time. She was in Slight. She's in Euphoria, apparently.
I don't watch Euphoria. My girlfriend might know about that.
Let's see. No, I remember seeing her in like now like granted she had glasses at that point in time. Maybe that's
Yeah,
the Superman effect. But I remember her from A Wrinkle in Time. At least the trailers.
yeah.
Not that I've watched the movie,
No, I don't
but
remember the movie.
but
Sorry.
no, this had the same like oh god. Why is it that The Last of Us makes me so goddamn anxious? The entire time they're in this mall, and of course there's that like looming sense of dread that you always get because everything is dangerous in The Last of Us, or at least feels
Yeah,
dangerous. I'm sitting there with I'm sitting with my blanket, like, when's it gonna happen?
I thought you were about to say I was sitting there with my butt cheeks all clenched up. No, you need to finish your sentence a little bit quicker. No, I mean I understand where you're going with this. Yeah, the tension is going to definitely be there, but for that, because I was basically Ellie in this episode. Like I was getting thrown into the experience. This is the last good night or amazing night I'll ever have. And it's just like you're so involved in this episode of everything being so cool, so awesome.
That was the thing. No, that was the fucked up thing. That was the fucked up thing because it was so sweet. You wanted to get lulled. You wanted to get lulled into a false sense of security. Everything was going to be okay.
What makes it
But
even
we
worse?
know. We have the burden of knowledge, man. We know.
That's why they got so many goddamn memes. It's like everybody's like the people that don't play the game. They're like, oh my god, it's so cool. Oh my god, she found love. Oh. Us over here in the corner.
But Roy's super excited, so let's go ahead and just like rush right over to the spoilers. Like we both absolutely love this episode. If you haven't seen it yet, please go and watch it. It's
if you
like,
haven't played the
it immediately
if you haven't played the game, play the game. Then watch this.
It immediately teleports you into the character's shoes, where you're like all the joy and the wonderment of discovering almost like if this was a fantasy series, they just stumbled into like an elven temple with like all this just like amazing technology that they had never even dreamed of. The notion that just an escalator can be just this absolutely fantastical thing. You're gonna freaking love this episode. If you already love the show, then you're gonna absolutely love this episode. But this is your spoiler warning. We're gonna get into specifics. I know we've already touched on a couple things, but we're gonna be talking about every.
We deep
thing.
dive.
So if you haven't seen the episode yet, please leave, go watch it, come back, see what the hell we gotta say. Okay. All right.
Gotta go back.
Yeah.
Where to start? Ugh.
I was waiting to see what they were going to change, and I didn't catch anything. Like
I mean, for me, it's been a while since I played the Left Behind DLC, so
like the most obtuse specifics are obviously going to be different in this adaptation, and I couldn't tell you what they were. I remember specifically them holding their hands like on like a stack of like wreckage, as opposed to being like in a shop sitting down, like kind of just like lying there together. That's like the vaguest memories that I really have. But with the way that they changed how the infected or the cordyceps work in the show as opposed to the game, when all the sound that they were making like woke up the infected man stage 5, which is what they say in like the IMDb, played by Connor Stanhope. The way they constructed it for this show, I thought that we were going to see a horde show up. You know, I thought we were going to see like several show up.
That's what I was expecting too. When you see the like first quick glimpse of the infected laying there on the ground, I was like, okay, maybe like there was some cordyceps or something in the ground, and he's gonna fucking signal all the ones in the mall to fucking that are hidden to wake the fuck up and everything. Yeah. But that didn't happen, and I'm kind of glad it didn't happen. The one doing all that damage was enough for that situation.
Yeah, less is more in this situation, and honestly, like an over-reliance on like the zombie trope of like a horde of zombies just coming out of thin air it's absolutely unnecessary for The Last of Us, and it's not something you want to wield all willy nilly. You know what I mean? Um, but I think our two female leads for this episode, Bella Ramsey and Storm Reed, did absolutely amazing. I thought they had immediate chemistry.
Yeah.
I know a lot of neckbeards are going to be upset about this episode.
Man, I'm not gonna say it, but that's all.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Basically,
because like you can see it being built through this episode, like because in the very beginning, you see Ellie going into school, running around with her Walkman, getting kind of bullied, and she knocks that girl. Well, you don't see it, but it's off screen. Not apparently, she got 15 stitches.
I was totally Leonardo DiCaprio. It was like, hey, whoop, it's it's all the cassette.
Yeah, but yeah, after Riley meets back up with Ellie in her room and everything, trying to like that was like the basic like friendship thing. There was nothing blossoming until they went to the mall, and you can kind of see slowly like they're having feelings for each other and everything. Is this gonna blossom?
Oh, yeah, no, I love the build up, because really when Riley first reappears, for one, trying to sneak up on somebody in the fucking apocalypse, it's just like don't fucking do that shit. Don't fucking. But like there was a level of betrayal to Ellie. Like initially, like she was still very upset about her friend just like ghosting on her and being gone for long enough that she more than likely mourned her. You know what I mean? I love the steady tension, and when like the shoe drops as to the real reason why Riley brought her to the mall to have this one last time before she leaves Boston for Atlanta, and like the commentary that Riley has about like not only having a family for a short period of time, but having that sense of belonging to something that chose her, that effectively made her special, which honestly is how they tend to always get young people into extremist groups. But still, nonetheless, I love the commentary in like the behind the scenes after the episode, where they were saying that like after they found out that they were infected, they both reacted in such starkly different ways. Ellie was rage incarnate and destructive and shattering everything, and Riley was somber, because Ellie had never had to actually deal with loss. Riley has already done it before. And just the powerful line about like about not wanting to take the easy way out, to like own all the time that they had left to each other.
We could just go crazy together.
Basically.
So yeah, just going through the mall, the little carousel scene, still identical to the game. Only actually they did change something. The arcade was different because the power wasn't on in the game. None of that stuff was running in the game. So when they went in the arcade and playing all the arcade games, you didn't have that cool. That was the only thing I was like, they didn't have the cool using your imagination to play the arcade game. So unfortunately, she got to play Mortal Kombat 2. And go figure, go effing figure. The two characters is my brother's favorite character, Raiden, and my favorite character, Melina. Ain't that something?
Hey, but Ellie got to use Baraka and do a Baraka fatality, so that worked out.
Yeah, which I gotta look up because I don't remember if that's the. I could clearly tell the Melina fatality wasn't the actual inputs that you hear, because all I recall if it was like hold high kick or low kick to do Melina's fatality.
Dude, you're not gonna go that deep into it, right? Based on the sounds of the button inputs, that was not the fatality. Dude, come on.
I'm not.
It'd be really funny if they did do like the legit combinations.
You can go on. I'm about to find out if that was Baraka's actual fatality. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, nonetheless, God damn it. No, but I get what you're saying. Like they lose that bit of that
I think she was right.
the mystique of it, where they had to use their imaginations for the games. The thing that I find is funny is that like after The Last of Us came out, um, Naughty Dog would it is Naughty Dog, right? Yeah, Naughty Dog would come out with the Uncharted 4, which starts with the characters in the game playing Crash Bandicoot, which is like another game that Naughty Dog made. It was like their first game, I think. Um, so it's kind of funny that they didn't try to like do a Naughty Dog insert there, having like a Crash Bandicoot cabinet. I'm not sure if that ever existed, but whatever.
I think she's right. Yeah. I can't remember. I can't remember is if she said back forward, down forward, low punch, or whatever button.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I'm saying. I think it sounds right, but I definitely know that Melina Fatality was not right. I heard 3 button combinations. All you had to do was just hold low kick or low punch, or no, it was high kick or low kick to do that Melina Fatality. I'm knocking points off this.
You remember it.
Well, I take that. I do take that back. I just re-downloaded Mortal Kombat 2 on my PS3, so yeah, I should know that. My bad. I'm not a real Mortal Kombat fan. A real Mortal Kombat fan. Sorry, y'all.
None the. Anyway.
Yeah, Last of Us. Yeah. Oh, God damn this episode, man. It's like I want.
Bella Ramsey when she realizes she got bit, like the rage, the emotion that.
Like you know,
constantly rubbing it to see if it was like just like dirt or a smudge or something.
Which I'm kind of glad they didn't do. The one thing I was kind of worried about, because in the previous episodes they had the incident where she said she had to kill somebody. That was like it wasn't the first person she had shot or killed, and I'm glad they didn't show her killing Riley, because that's still kind of like a left of mystery on what happened to Riley. They didn't tell you what happened in the game or anything like that. You just know she died. So I'm kind of glad they didn't.
I also know that they didn't do that too. Yeah.
So.
But really, like what it hangs on is that message that Riley left is that like of cherishing all the time that we have with the people that we care about. So then we get to snap back to Ellie on that doorknob, and she immediately rushes into the house looking for something to help Joel, because like they are the people that Joel is the person that she cares for right now, and even if he is going to die, she's going to effectively be there for it all the way down to the last second. And then we have the episode to come, which I don't even need a prediction for. I don't need you to try to predict anything. Like we know what's going to happen.
Jonathan, Azzy, let me give you a prediction right here, right now. Right now. We already know what's going to happen in this episode, but I want to tell you what's going to happen in the first 5 minutes of this episode. And you better do it. And you better do it, Naughty Dog or HBO, whoever the hell I'm talking to. You better have the White Rabbit going through the snow. And then you better have that damn arrow going right through that button, because you know that is an iconic scene because of that girl that did the live stream for this damn game. And she's like, that's the most cutest thing I fucking ever saw. And then you better do it. You better do it.
I don't know.
I think that's the
where the hell is she getting the bow and arrow from?
I don't know.
Because based on the preview, she has a rifle. I imagine that was Joel's rifle, but we'll see.
Just give me it.
I'm looking forward to the next episode. Just checking. It's not being delayed, is it? We're not going like 2 weeks, right?
It better not, man. Come on now. We just got off a roller coaster of an episode. Come on now.
We only got what? And we only got 2 more left? 3 more?
Yeah, I told you this episode. You know, haven't played the game. We're gonna be up there with David. We're gonna hang out with David. And then, you know, we're going to get out of the David situation, and that's how we're going to end the episode. Next episode, first few minutes of that episode, we're going to see the giraffes. We're going to see them in the very beginning of that episode 9. And then we're going to get into the Firefly situation, and then we know how that's going to end. I'm not going to spoil it here, because if you haven't played the game, it's been damn what? 10 years? 10 years?
10 years, yeah. Something like that. All right, I mean, that's a good place to end it. I feel like every episode, or at least the past 2 videos that we've done, we basically recap it with like everything that's probably going to happen,
and it doesn't happen. But it doesn't happen.
It's like we know the roadmap. We know the fucking roadmap. Okay, but nonetheless, if you watched the episode, what did you think about it? Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button. Do the whole shtick, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Deuces.